Hey guys, welcome to Rants. Today we have the series finale for series 3. The episode is called the FIP or the FIP because it appears to be in caps. So I'm not really sure about it. I'm gonna say the one who says it is Greg, because the last 2 episodes it has been on that line. And it sounds like a title that someone might give something. So, I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go. That was a great one. And I love the font that they use. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's the font that they used to show on Dexter's Laboratory. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that show, with that cartoon. But that was the end of series 3. I don't really know what to say right now because my problem is I wasn't adding the points and I didn't really knew or had it figured out that he was with the biggest chance of winning, because I honestly thought that it was gonna be Dave. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but it was a really cool surprise, and this series had a lot of surprises in it as well. Because if you guys remember, and I know you do, that at first Paul rubbed me like I wasn't feeling it, but after that he grew on me. He lost in an awful way, but it was funny. It was funny. The show was good. It's not the best series up until now. I still think that series 2 for me, from the 3 I have done. But hey, it's not a bad show. It's not a bad show. I'm gonna be leaving the video there for today. Remember, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember, notification bell so that you receive alerts every time a new video pops up. And that's gonna be all. Have a good one.